Hello my friends and welcome to today's tarot reading. This is a general daily reading for all signs, but the sign that you're here probably means that there is a special message for you. So thank you so much for joining me today. So the format of these daily readings are now that there are 3 cards to choose from for today. And I will turn them over after I've talked about the astrology that's happening. Today is the 12th of March 2023. It is a Sunday, the day of the sun. The archangel that is associated with the day today is Michael, archangel. Also any energy that you want to invoke with the sun is very good, or any kind of planetary magic that you want to work with. Working with the sun, today is the best day to do it. No other transits going on astrologically. The moon is also in Scorpio as well, so that might be something to consider as well, considering your emotional moon-like state. But otherwise, I'll be reading with the Cosmovisions Tarot, and I'll be clarifying with the Witch's Oracle. So with that being said, I'm going to turn over the cards. So you've got the High Priest reversed. I'll turn it round though. The Owl. And you've got Nemesis. So you've got the High Priest, pile 1. And it's Guardian underneath. And number 14. You've got number 40, which is Owl and the Wisdom Keeper. And then you've got pile 3, which is Nemesis and Lessons. So, pile 1, pile 2, pile 3. Timestamps will be in the description box below. And also, if you want to check out the collective reading, because I'll also do that afterwards, check out the timestamp below and you can also see that as well. Enjoy your reading and I'll see you there. Bye. Hello pile 1 and welcome to your reading today on the 12th of March 2023. You chose the High Priest, which is number 14, Guardian. 14 also translates to number 5, which is also the Hierophant. Very interesting. Initially I get this sense that either your guardian angel is about, or you are invoking some kind of guardian spirits to be around you. There is something like a protective kind of shield that is happening, but I do also get, with the power of the Hierophant with the number 5, there's this sense of invoking some kind of ritualistic patterning that you may partake in order to form some kind of protection around yourself. And with 5 being quite an interesting number of kind of provocativeness, of difficulty, sometimes this can be needed. So I'm going to just pull a couple of cards to give you the message for the day. The 6 of Lotuses reversed. The Mender. And then we have the Geomancer reversed. Let me just see if that's okay. Right, okay. So you are definitely putting your guards up in order for you to make sure that you are not susceptible to any kind of attack from anybody. The Queen of Pentacles also gives me the idea that somebody has not really made you feel very secure. You've come from quite an emotional standpoint. It feels that you have been interacting with someone that has not really been as stable as they may have appeared to be. They may have been, giving you the impression that they were previously. And it seems like you're having to be the emotional stability and also protect yourself as well. You're having to create a boundary to make sure that you are not being kind of taken advantage of, and also not, your energy isn't being sapped away as well, because this person seems they don't seem very stable. They seem a bit all over the place. I do get the impression that they might like to buy things or they might give the impression that they might like to create things, but actually they don't really have much. Whereas like you, the mender, you're sitting there on this beautiful lily pad. And a lily pad is, you know, it's on water. So it's almost like you're balancing yourself on an unstable thing. So you're actually able to make something stable out of something that isn't stable. And then you've got the geomancer, which is the Queen of Pentacles, who's supposed to be able to like make something stable, is not able to really. And the Six of Lotuses is telling me that this person has a history of doing this. Like you know that this, it's almost like you've given this person quite a few chances to redeem themselves, and they just are not doing it. So you're having to kind of rise above it, which is why we have a lotus head there. So invoking your guardians, your boundaries, and whatever you need to, don't feel a way about it. Go ahead and do what you need to do, because you're doing what's right for you and not right for others. Put yourself first is the message for today. I hope you enjoyed that, my loves. If you did, please do give it a thumbs up. Do also check out, if you want to, the collective reading. If you want to get in touch for a private reading, please do, with the details down below. But otherwise, my darlings, you have a beautiful, beautiful day. And remember that honesty is always key. Bye. Pile 2, hello and welcome to your reading. So you chose the owl, which is the wisdom keeper. We have 40, which equates to 4, which is the number of stability, of structure. An owl, this beautiful symbol, this beautiful picture, is almost the sense of wisdom I'm getting from this. And I think it's almost putting yourself into this kind of state where you're completely focused on something. And also what I just realized is we've got these really interesting things here. I thought that they were birds, but they actually remind me of the symbol of God, which they're not that, and they're not yods. Or hods. I think you say yod, but yeah, they're not those. But it's just interesting. There seems to be some kind of like ethereal aspect about this. Kind of, you know, prizing the knowledge of what you've got right now. So that would say to me that there's something about your own personal knowing that needs to come into play today. For the 12th of March 2023. Let's see what messages are there for you. The 9 of Trees, which is the 9 of Pentacles. We have the Unknown, which is Unknown reversed, which is Judgment. And then we have the Peacock, which is the 3 of, which is the Empress. Interesting. So it's almost like you're using wisdom from your past in order to make sure that you don't make the same mistake again. It may seem that you actually end up making the mistake, but that's okay, because it's almost like part of the process, and you feel like you're in a really stable position in order to not be swayed by, you know, your ego, in the respect of like, if you do have to go through this process again, then you'll understand that, you know, this is just what I have to do, and I'll just do it again, and I'll just do it again, and I'll just keep on doing it, because eventually I'll get it. So it's that kind of thing I'm getting from here, because, you know, you've got 2 major arcana here, and that to me says that this is a little bit out of your control. The 9 of Trees is like beautiful. It's like this real stability. And this, I don't know if any of you used to watch He-Man, right? This reminds me of the sorceress in He-Man. And he was originally, okay, I don't care, spoiler alert, but like He-Man's mother was the sorceress. Was it? Yeah, it was. He-Man's mother was the sorceress. Oh, well, no, she wasn't, was she? Hold on. Where have I got that wrong? No, she was Teela's mother. Right, okay, anyway. Never mind. No, because He-Man and She-Ra were the were the Prince and Princess of Eternia. And she was like their kind of, you know, mentor, so to speak. She ruled Castle Grayskull. So she was like the keeper of all the secrets. She was the one who cultivated the magic. And it seems to me like you've got that aura about you right now, because right now things are just like totally unknown. And instead of you like, because this particular card and with this deck, this, what the major arcana symbolizes, the space between the worlds. It symbolizes the void between life and death. So it starts off with like the first card, the Fool, is known as death. So the unknown, this is the space where you go through that space and then you go back onto Earth, and then you end up like being sucked back into, you know, into your incarnate life here. So what's going on is there seems to be like there is this limbo space that's happening, and it's because you're going through like a process of healing that may be ancestral. It might be quite deep for a daily reading, but you may find that some kind of things may not actually go your way, and it might be to do with some kind of strong maternal figure, be it a boss, be it a mother, but it's somebody who's, or a matriarchal figure, not a mother figure, but a matriarch. You might be up against something with a matriarch, but it's okay because you're like in your power. And I am thinking it might be to do with work because of that. So you've got like a couple of things there. Quite deep, that reading, but whenever the majors come out, it's always deep. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Please do subscribe for more videos. If you want to check out the collective reading, please do. If you'd like a private reading, please do get in touch on the in the description box down below. But otherwise, my darlings, have a great day. And remember that honesty is always key. Bye. Hello, Pile 3, and welcome to your reading, your daily reading for the 12th of March 2023. So, Nemesis, lessons. What I can see here is that you're on a... Excuse me, this card is like on a kind of... There's fire. She's wearing a dress of fire to begin with. There's a crow there as well. She's holding all of the elements, and she's also standing in a space which can be also signified as part fortune. It can also be signified as earth as well. There is also some fly agaric around there, and the idea of fly agaric kind of makes me feel that even though fly agaric is a really interesting medicine to work with, I haven't really known anybody that's had the greatest of experiences with it. It's not an easy medicine to work with. So it's interesting how it's on this card. You've also got the card, you've also got the number 7, which is 2 + 5, 25. So that may be significant for you, but 7 is also very much a lesser number. So there's something for you to learn here, Pile 3. Something for you to learn. Let's see what it is. Dear Spirit, what messages would you like me to communicate to my wonderful Pile 3? Pile 3, message for the day. Okay, no, that's too many. Okay, so we've got the Cosmic Tree, which is the Hermit reversed. Then we've got the Ace of Birds, which is the Ace of Swords. And then we've also got the 6 of Trees. Okay. Right, so there's something about you understanding dynamics here. There's something about you understanding where it is that you feel that you could allow yourself to have a particular dynamic, like where you stand within a dynamic. And you will be communicating this. You may have been away for a while from this situation, and then it may be that you've come back into this place, and then you found that things have changed. So now this is about you realigning the status quo and being like, actually, yeah, I've come back, and I've come back to sort this out. You may have gone away, but there's some deep lessons that you've learned as well. With the Cosmic Tree, it feels like there's some kind of integrating that you've been doing, and real consideration of everything. You may have gone on holiday, you may have gone on some kind of retreat or something, quite literally. but there is some time where you have gone through something quite intense, because with the fact that she's wearing like a dress of fire and she's integrating all of the elements while calling up to the sky and touch it with her feet on the ground is very interesting. The crow also tells me that this is traveling between worlds as well. So there's this idea that she doesn't just travel one plane, or the person doesn't just travel one plane. The human presence doesn't just do that. It's traveling in various different planes. So there's some kind of information that you're bringing back to communicate to this dynamic, whether it be in work or whether it be with family. There's something here that you have come back to, and there's an imbalance. There's something out of whack. And what you're doing is you're coming back today, on this day, and you are considering, even if you don't take the action into doing it, you're seeing that things are out of balance and you really want to bring it back into it. I'm really thinking that it's more like financial or material, so it might be an actual physical thing rather than a mental or a spiritual or an emotional thing. So, but these lessons will really help others to see where you're coming from. And I don't think that you would have been able to see what this lesson was, or what this imbalance was, unless you went away. So there's a sense of perspective that's being gained from here. So my darlings, I hope you enjoyed that. If you liked it, please do leave a like, comment. I'd love to hear your experiences. Also, if you'd like to check out the collective, please do. It will be on after this reading. But otherwise, my darlings, I wish you a beautiful, beautiful day. And I'll see you soon. And remember that honesty is always key. Bye. So hello my friends, and welcome to today's collective reading for the 12th of March 2023. Let's see what the cards have to say for us today. Dear Spirit, what messages would you like to communicate to the collective today? Right, okay, so we've got the Fighter, which is the Knight of Swords. We've got the Four of Trees, which is the Four of Pentacles. The Shapeshifter, which is the Page of Wands. The Pathfinder, which is the Page of Pentacles. We've got the Bridge, which is the Moon. The Three of Lotuses, the Three of Cups. The Crow reversed, which is the Magician reversed, and the Veil, which is the Star. And then we have the Three of Birds. And then I think I'll take one more as well. Let me just make sure I've got that central. Sorry, my loves. Erratic behavior can cause vulnerability. Okay, right. So, yeah, vulnerability indeed. Interesting, particularly with this Moon card here. But at least it's upright. I don't know, I think like the action of this shapeshifter is scaring this crow off a bit. Wow, that's a really interesting image. Can you see that? I'm sure he meant to do that. Can you see that? I never noticed that skull before. Really interesting. And it's reversed, so I would only see it because it's like that. Wow, that's freaky as F. Anyway, so like, yeah. So wow. Interesting energies, man. This Saturn in Pisces is bringing some stuff up, I'm telling you. Three of Swords reversed. And the Star. So we're finally getting over something. Starting to move into a space where we're starting to make some traction with things. The Knight of Swords allows us to kind of move forward. And allow us to just kind of just go for it. Because we've held back so much. We've been like trying to be quite reserved. And we haven't known what's been going on at all. We're like waiting to cross that bridge into the other side. But we know that things are unknown. We just kind of have the idea that there's this sense of like just keeping a good positive attitude. And it's not about that toxic positivity. It's about the positivity where we just have to be okay with what we don't know, and that's fine. Three of Cups, having the sense of community, being able to come together and being able to see a sense of perspective as well. I just remember, like, this 3, this is somewhere else as well. Oh yeah, it's in the, I think it's in the Prisma Visions Tarot, because this is the Cosmo Visions Tarot. This was his second deck, I think. He did the Prisma Visions and then he did another one, I think. I can't remember. But basically, like, this is the 3, like, that's somewhere else in the deck. So he put them all together. There's a meaning there. So it's almost like adjusting your perspective and looking long term. You want to play long game. You're not looking at the short game, but it's almost like enjoying each step and savoring it, but then still also keeping mindful of the long game. With the shapeshifter, it's almost like, you know, you've got the shapeshifter and then you've also got the Knight of Swords, and that is the Page of Wands. So there's a real kind of, you know, yearning for the future. But this is quite insidious though. There's an overarching energy that's generally not, that's overlooking something. And I'm actually getting a bit of a shiver, like, thinking about it. Because it's almost like to make people work within a particular paradigm. I'm seeing this on a collective level. Like, I'm really looking at it like that now. And I'm seeing that this is the powers that be. This is about people, like, making sure that people are within, like, a certain paradigm and they stick within that so that they'll continue to work. But the thing is what they don't realize, what this magician doesn't realize, which is what is the power of the moon here, is that we have, like, a real kind of, you know, the pages are kind of transforming things. With the 3 of Lotuses, the 4 of Trees, there's some kind of, like, breakthrough. And that's why it's really nice to see the shapeshifter there, because it's almost like the collective are changing so that they can create something better for themselves. But this is the impression that they think, oh yeah, you know, you're just kind of like going along and just doing what you're told. But the thing is that people are awakening. People are understanding that things are not right. That's why so many countries in the world are now rioting for their rights. That's why so many things are kind of like they're being questioned. So many. The crow, this here, is not able to get away with it, even though they're trying to. Big reading. I wasn't expecting that. Okay, and we've got Spiral, which is attraction, but it was reversed. Okay, so it's almost like there's a going against nature. And I think that there is that is kind of what this energy wants to promote. It wants to promote, like, step away from nature. You know, don't, you know, you can go and look this all up and it's all there. But, like, you know, they're trying to promote people to move in towards cities so that people will be close towards cities. They don't want people to live outside. They don't want people to, you know, the idea is, like, in terms of, like, 2023, I think it's 2025. I think if you have a look on there for the New World Order in that, you know, in that respect, you may see those kind of things in terms for the general global agenda, basically. That's what I see here. I see that there is this kind of, like, imposition to actually, like, make sure that people are controlled. Now, of course, I understand that, you know, you may think that I'm just talking rubbish, but this is what I can just see. Because people are trying to, like, they're trying to work through that. because they're pages and the night is just kind of like blasting through. But the crow is there reversed. And I really don't like that. That's awful. I don't like that at all. But it is there on its own. And with the moon the right way up, it means that we can see. Even though we don't know what's going to happen, it means that we can see what's going on. We can see them for what they're doing. You know, what the global agenda is like happening, what is going on. Like there is something that is fundamentally wrong with what's happening, and people are doing what they can to make it change. So, wow. Anyway, my loves, I hope you enjoyed that reading. If you liked it, please do give it a thumbs up. Please do subscribe for more videos. If you want a private reading, please do get in touch. It's better to get in touch with me personally, because then I can explain to you about the readings, and also you can get in touch with me, and then I can also tell you about the other services I offer. But otherwise, my darlings, you take care. Have a beautiful, beautiful day. And remember that honesty is always key. Bye.